Peace Collective. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. Hold on, let me fix the camera. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look into the energy around Nicki Minaj and the industry at this time, okay? It's been a little while since we've done a deep dive, so thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are interested in readings that look more into celebrity culture, the entertainment industry, music, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive series, and that's where you guys can find more readings just like this one. If you guys are ever interested in collective general readings, love readings, I have them on this channel. We do live streams every now and again. I do offer personals. If you guys are ever interested in a personal reading, please feel free to hit me up, reach out. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this page is not a stand page, it's not a fan page, or anything of the sort. Everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only, you guys, okay? Make sure you guys leave a like, share if you care, if something resonates here with you. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family. If you guys don't like this reading, you don't like the subject matter, you don't like what I'm saying, all I ask is that you guys keep it cute, keep it respectful with me and with others who may decide to jump in the comments. Or if you don't have anything nice to say or constructive to add to the conversation, it's okay to just click off the reading. It's really no big deal, okay? No love lost over here. All right, but we're going to just tap right into this, you guys. If you clicked on this reading, that I'm sure you know, you've seen what's going on with Nicki Minaj at this time. She has absolutely aligned herself with the president, Donald Trump, okay, and the Republicans. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of that. I get it. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, and I'm not here to point fingers or pick sides or nothing like that. But there's a method to her madness. That's one thing I will say. If you've been following along when it comes to Nicki, the whole Rock Nation thing, even Tory Lanez, if you've been up to speed with the Tory Lanez situation the last 6 fucking years, there's a method to the madness here, you guys, okay? So be patient, keep calm. Don't feed into the BS like they want us to, is pretty much what I want to say, okay? There's a method to the madness here. And anytime I do a Nicki Minaj reading, that energy always comes out. There's a method to the quote-unquote madness, okay? We are in Aquarius season. If I'm not mistaken, Nicki Minaj, she is a Sagittarius, okay? So I have a Queen of Wands here to represent her, but she does have an Aquarius rising, okay? We have an Aquarius solar eclipse coming up on the 17th of the month. There's about 5 planets or 4 in the sign of Aquarius at this time of the recording. So that Aquarius energy is very potent right now. It's collective humanitarian energy. It's futuristic. It's innovative. But overall, it's for the better of the people, for the betterment of the collective. So that's why I say there's a method to the madness here, guys, okay? But I have a Hierophant here to represent the industry just in general, okay? The Hierophant can talk about organizations, groups, okay? Basically higher institutions of learning or government. So we're going to use the Hierophant just to indicate the industry overall, okay? So we're going to start with Nicki first, okay? Again, the Queen of Wands energy here. If somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you are more than welcome to ahead of time. We're going to start with what's the vibe, okay? We're going to use a couple of oracle decks. Then we'll dive into some tarot a little bit later to clarify, okay? We're going to start with Nicki first and just get the energy where she's at in regards to the industry at this time, even though I think it's very clear. And then we'll do the same with the industry and how they're feeling about her at this time, okay? We get some clear and concise messages when it comes to Nicki Minaj at this time. There's the current energy when it comes to Nicki, please and thank you. In regards to the industry. What is this? Oh, wow. Okay, Masked is showing up. It's interesting because even the Queen of Wands I have here to represent her, she's got a hood over her head. This woman has a hood and a mask over her head. Okay, it says hiding, concealing, and deception. Interesting. Okay, what's this about, please? When something is hidden, you're not seeing it clearly. I think, again, I keep getting this energy of there's a method to the madness. She's not even saying or showing her entire hand right now. Like what we're seeing publicly on the internet and all that, it's very like scratch the surface of what's actually going on. Okay. Wow. Okay, what is this? Hiding, concealing, and deception. So she's almost kind of coming through like being very hush hush. So I think she's been aligned with who she's aligning herself with for some time. Like before we saw it publicly, she was already hitting the ground running. Okay, why is this here, please? Karmics. Okay, third parties, haters, and lesson learned. And when I'm asking you guys, I know people kind of like to hop and skip around, but I'm asking specifically, what is her energy like at this time, or how is she feeling in regards to the industry? And then we're going to do the same with the industry in reference to her. Okay, so there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that she's aware of that obviously us, the general public, are not aware of. Okay, it is being hidden and kept from us. Karmics, third parties, haters, and lesson learned. So she has learned of, I'm hearing a very harsh is coming through. I was going to say she has learned her lesson, but I just got stopped in my tracks. No, she has learned a very harsh lesson, it seems like, dealing with these people. So, of course, she could view them as karmics. I just heard devils, okay? She could view them as karmic devils. It's kind of literally how I just heard it. Wow. And obviously, in reference to Nicki Minaj, the industry, the third party, she could feel as though there's third parties intervening or trying to create issues or drama, or I just heard hiding money. There could someone like the industry could be hiding money from her, or whoever these, again, third parties in between her and the industry. Okay, third parties could be other musicians, management, labels, accountants, anything like that. Okay, but she's learned a very harsh lesson here. And obviously there's a lot of haterade in the industry when it comes to her. Okay, and again, this is not how, it's not about how I feel personally, okay, because I'm not a barb or anything like that, but that's just how she feels, at least. Okay, so let's see, what's her current energy, please? So she knows that she kind of has to keep her ducks in order, and she has to move very strategically, is what I'm getting with this hiding, concealing energy. Okay, what is this, please? Yeah, look, chaos. Wow. Wow. I just heard Who Wanna Play with Nicki. What's that song called? Who Wanna Play with Nicki? I'm hearing it, but I don't know the name right this second. I know the song, but when I'm channeling, it's like reality kind of just exits stage left. But anyway, you guys know the song I'm talking about. Who Wanna Play with Nicki? Okay, that song. Upheaval, disaster, and downfall. So it's like she is a character. Oh gosh, tension, clingy. So if somebody is clingy, that's like they're still holding on, trying to stay attached. They won't let go, stressed out, migraines, and worried, and then chaos. So she could feel like there's some impeding chaos about to come if they don't like let my people go, or maybe in regards to herself, let me go, or let people know what's really going on. I don't know. There could be a lot of tension behind these closed doors here, okay? That we're not necessarily seeing on Twitter, Instagram, CNN, Fox, but there's a lot of tension behind the scenes here, okay? And impeding chaos. There's a tornado in the background there. Interesting. Okay. Let me give it more, please. How is she feeling at this time when it comes to the industry? Please and thank you. Oh. Legal. Yep. Lawyers, court, paperwork. Who want to play with Nicki? Yep. Sipping. So there's definitely a lot of gossip, a lot of talk. I just told you guys a lot of chatter, chaos behind the scenes, a lot of tension behind the scenes. Okay. These rumors, gossip, is it really though? Because it seems like a lot of these quote unquote rumors and gossip is about to be on Front Street in legal documents, okay? And I got the legal energy the last time I did a reading on her, and I don't think I've done a reading on Nicki in probably like in maybe 3-6 months at this point. It's been a while. And it's still showing up. So that's why I said before, there's a lot of energy here around her where she's been hitting the ground running behind the scenes. We're just seeing shit publicly now over the last couple of weeks, or I should say maybe the last month or so. That's very surface level. It's giving me like okay, that's the weirdest vision I think I've ever had. I just got a vision of like her and Donald Trump like skip to my loo in a damn park. So it's like they are two peas in a goddamn pod, it feels like. Now, mind you, Donald Trump is damn near 80 years old, so I don't think he's skipping in a park any fucking where, right? Probably casually strolling, right? But I just had a vision of them locked arms, skipping, skip to my loo in a goddamn park. Oh, wow. I guess skip to my loo right down to the courthouse, okay? Damn. All right, let's go over to the industry. Again, I have the Hierophant here just to represent the organization, the industry as a whole, right? The people in charge, the powers that be, if you will. We're going to use the same deck for them. And what is the industry's energy like? How's the industry feeling? That could be anybody across the board in like higher status, okay? How is the industry currently feeling, or the energy around the industry when it comes to Nicki? Please and thank you. What is this? Narcissist, okay. Egotistical, fragile, and opportunist. Now, granted, just in the industry in general, including Nicki Minaj, okay? I'm not here to save face or no, we're not doing that because she has a very serious ego problem as well. And I get that energy with her a lot. However, a lot of people in the industry have very inflated fucking egos, okay, and are narcissistic, opportunistic, and will take advantage of you, me, and Dupree if they see fit, okay? So they could be viewing her as someone like using... Okay, hold on. How do I say this? If I'm not, okay, I apologize. If I'm not getting a message clearly, I'm not going to just say anything. It's almost coming through as like distorted. They want us to look at her as if she's distorted. Or like what she's saying is coming out of her ego or something to that degree. That's how they want us to look at the situation. They could feel like Nicki has a very fragile ego here, okay? Think she's better than everybody. I've heard that a lot, like multiple times over years. Like people in the industry will call her quote unquote hard to work with, or quote unquote a diva, or really mean and nasty to work with, okay? Which I'm sure like you get these people at the wrong time or under a lot of pressure, I'm sure they can be very mean and nasty. But it's like they want us to only see that of her and nothing else. Okay, how are they feeling? What is the energy like around the industry, please, when it comes to Nicki? Oh, wow. Okay, Archangel Michael. Protection. Yep, prevented from harm and divine intervention. Okay, so Archangel Michael, that's the warrior angel. Whereas Gabriel is more of the messenger angel, okay? Archangel. So it's almost like they're coming through to clean up house. And these people, they are spiritually inclined, okay? Not so much in the light, but people who operate in the dark are aware of what goes on in the light as well. Okay? So, and if anything, they probably work 10 times harder than the people in the light do. And they always got to keep feeding and feeding and feeding their lower vibrational entities that they serve. So here you have Archangel Michael. They are fully aware that she is very spiritually in tune. Okay, the industry, the powers that be, they are aware. Okay, it's coming through. I'm seeing a vision of like doing like a body scan. I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing someone do a body scan, like they're in a doctor's office or something. Or like in the airport. You know, when you go through the airport through TSA, you put your hands up and it's like a body scanner that real quick, whoop, whoop, and then you're out, right? It's like these people may have done a spiritual scan, or they are fully aware that she's protected spiritually. So there's only so much that they can do or get away with before Archangel Michael comes to clean up shop here on her behalf. It's kind of how it's coming through. And like I just said, you guys, again, whether they operate in the dark or the light, the people that operate in the dark are fully aware of what's going on in the light. They just don't operate there. Okay? Satanists, devil worshippers, all that shit, they believe in God, okay? They do. It's not like they don't. They just don't operate there, and they don't give their worship to him. But they still believe, you know? So I'm saying this to say they are fully aware and fully believe, and they know that there is some type of protection around her that is very hard to penetrate or get through. It's kind of how it's coming through, okay? And Archangel Michael, again, kind of coming through to clean up house with these people. Okay, what is this, please? But a spiritual narcissist, they'll think they can get away with whatever as long as they keep feeding their lower vibrational deities or whatever, then they'll just get away with stuff. Or they'll do one good deed in the midst of a million bad deeds. Oh, well, my karma's wiped away. No, that's not really how that works. Okay, how's the industry feeling at this time, please? Or what is the energy around the industry at this time when it comes to Nicki, please? Oh, okay, what is this? Oh, yeah, here it is. Clingy is showing up again. Old exes, dead relationships, and old ways. It's almost like they just want her to let go of something. It's like the industry wants to hold on to her, keep a chokehold on her. I just heard a gag order. They want to keep like a form of some type of gag order, even though it's not literally a legal gag order. But the industry's version of a quote unquote gag order would be, let her say what she's saying, let her talk, but we're just going to make it seem like she's crazy anyway. Oh, she's on drugs, she's this, she's that. Her husband did this in the 90s. Just keep putting that out there. You know what I mean? Wow, okay. It's like a manipulative PR gag order versus it being an actual legal gag order, because it's like, is what she's saying a lie? So a gag order for what? Something that's the truth? You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So they're holding on to her. The industry could feel like she's holding on to things from the past, okay, with old exes, dead relationships. Well, Nicki, you know, that was 10 years ago. You know, why don't we just start over? Let's do this, let's do that. And she's like, nah, nope. And I keep getting this energy here of like stolen money or lost or hidden money. They could really owe her a lot of money somewhere in between in the industry, okay? Her label, again, maybe an accountant, something like that. Can we get one more on this, please? Possibilities. Follow your dreams, make up your mind, and believe in yourself. And you can see the woman here. It looks like she's holding hands with somebody and she's trying to pull him toward these clouds, okay? It's almost as if, yeah, soulmate. It's crazy because it's like, you know, what was once she thought the industry was like her soulmate, you know, her purpose. Obviously it is, because obviously she would have made it this far if it wasn't her purpose. But what I once thought was my soulmate, again, the love for music, the love for entertainment and all that stuff, the business. You know, we were supposed to be in a long-term relationship. We're supposed to last. This is the love of my life, you know, music, arts, entertaining. But just to come to find out, what really goes on behind the scenes is backstabbing, betrayal, like energy. And again, this is coming from an industry that I was in love with, okay, when it comes to Nicki, right? Just to be backstabbed, betrayed, find out there's a bunch of two-faced liars and whatnot. I think that really hurt her to really come to terms with that. Like, the love of her life music is really infiltrated with narcissism and demon worshippers is kind of how it's coming through, you know? And it's almost like they tried to like lead her down a path of destruction or all these clouds, okay? Illusions, things that are not seen clearly almost. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's almost like they keep trying to like suck her in or drag her back in or something, but doing things their way. But she wants to do things her way. She's at the end of her contract now. She's only got one more album to put out. Once that album's out, she's released. So, and I don't know why I keep getting this, but and I'm not here to say, you know, her label Republic is like, you know, some saint or the best place on the planet, but something makes me feel like they are in cahoots with a lot of this BS that we see going on about her, the negative press about her. They know Republic never comes out to defend her, at least not from what I've seen. Okay, I'm only one fucking person and I'm not a barb, so I could be wrong, but I've never seen her label come out and speak up for her. Maybe that's just not their place, that's not their job, okay, but that's like one of your highest generating artists. Like, why are you guys allowing, as her label, these smear campaigns to be as active as they've been? So I don't really understand that, and it makes me feel like her label plays a part in this. I really do. And again, once she leaves, once this last album is done, she's gone. They're not gonna have anything to reap off of her. So a part of me worries a little bit with her leaving the label, because I feel like they're gonna try to make it very difficult for her to leave. I do. I don't know. And I don't know. She's been with Republic the whole time, but something makes me feel kind of weird about her label, because they don't ever say shit to defend her or nothing, and I don't like that. So yeah, I know maybe it's not their job, it's not their place, but if it was fucking Taylor Swift, you won't see no shit like that. If it was Ed Sheeran, Bruno fucking Mars, you know what I'm saying, guys? Like, well, Bruno Mars is on Atlantic, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go back to Nicki, okay? She's definitely in the weeds legally as far as what she's working on against the industry, okay? These people are about to be thrown in a whirlwind when it comes to paperwork. It's ridiculous. And she's been working on this. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that she's not saying right now, and it's very strategic. You know, it's almost like playing chess. We're going to use this Kipper deck real quick. We'll get a couple of these for Nicki at this time. Please and thank you. For Nicki at this time. In the industry at this point. Despair. And you have toil and labor at the bottom. Wow. Okay. I had mentioned earlier how it could have really hurt her or disappointed her to know that the work that she loves so much with toil and labor, because that is what you do for work, okay? Your hard work and effort, labor. Like, that really hurt her and disappointed her to know that these people are so sneaky and conniving and just devilish, you know? It even says not hiring on this card, so she feels ostracized by the industry. Like, I don't think she's necessarily in quote-unquote despair about it, but I feel like just knowing what these people do and how they get down and how they've treated her, you know, has left her feeling in despair, you know, or it did for a very long time, and maybe now she's coming out of this despair, and it's kind of like, you know what, I got to do what I have to do, even if a lot of people aren't going to be okay with it or don't like it. I have to do what works for me, because these people have like totally. At least she feels very ostracized, you know? Wow, sudden wealth at the bottom. Okay, what is this energy here, please, for Nicki at this time when it comes to the industry? Child, okay. High honor. You know, she has a baby. Okay, little Papa Bear. It's a little girl on this card. But it's giving like innocence almost. Marriage, courtship, false person, change. Wow, okay. Again, like a lot of these false people that she's been contracted with or tied to in the industry, toil and labor, again, in courtship. They always do that, try to like use her marriage against her, or we could be talking about politics and then it's like, here comes another spread talking about her husband. It's like, that's not even the topic of conversation, you know? Okay, so yeah, it's like, that's why I said before, it's almost as if she kind of did what she had to do at this point, especially when it comes to like the safety of her child, or that's like always first on her mind is how it's coming through, her child here. In courtship, that's like a partnership or being involved with someone romantically. If not, I just feel like maybe even having some type of like a partnership with somebody. Okay, because it's not coming through like relationship, but she's obviously very close and in tandem with the Republicans at this point, okay? And I don't think normally she would have gone the political route, but it's almost as if, you know what, in order for me to do what I need to do or make the point I have to make, this is what I need to do. Okay, a little bit more on this, please. Great fortune. Wow. And then the lovers. Okay, that's Gemini energy with the lovers. Yeah, great fortune. And the lovers is a choice. So it's almost as if like part of me wants to say, you know, maybe she didn't want to have to make that choice, but again, it was for the highest good. It made the most sense for what she needs, okay? Because it's not, honestly, guys, it's not about you or me. It's not about us. She's got her whole own life. She's got a family, all of that. So it's like, she's doing what she's got to do for her, just like you or I would do what we need to do for our own well-being or our own children, you know? So I guess think of it like that. I know a lot of people aren't happy about it, but there's a method to the madness here. And she could be expecting a really massive payout here. Either these people have stolen money from her, again, the industry hid money from her. It's giving a great fortune of exposure and a great fortune as far as money, okay? So these alliances that she's making, it looks like it's gonna end up in a really good payday for her or something. Wow, interesting. Okay. But yeah, this despair energy though, I feel like she's healing from that. There could be some childhood wounds too that she's still trying to heal from. I've gotten that energy with her a lot too. Okay, let's go back to the industry real quick. We're gonna use the same deck again. I had Clingy. Archangel Michael is showing up here. Protection from harm, prevented from, divine intervention and prevention from harm. So these people know that she is very like spiritually inclined, or she has some type of aura around her that is not to be fucked with. Okay. Possibilities. It's like they're trying to keep a stronghold over her as much as they can, but there's only so much that they can do for real, is kind of what it's giving. And they are trying to manipulate us, the general public, into looking at her as, again, someone who's a narcissist. Oh, it's just her ego. She's this, she's that. She's difficult to work with. She's crazy. You know, that's what they want us to believe. And if you believe that, then okay, that's fine. More power to you. But when you have discernment and you can see through the bullshit, yeah, okay. But anyway, let's see. What's the Hierophant? Let's see. How's the industry feeling at this time? What is the industry's energy like when it comes to Nicki? Please and thank you. Pathway. Okay. Number 35. Looks like very nature-esque. Okay, a walk in the park. Didn't I just say a little while ago I had a vision of Nicki and Donald Trump just locked arms, skip to my loo in a park somewhere? So yeah, you have monarch butterflies on here. This is kind of indicating making a choice. having to choose a path. They want her, the industry is where I'm reading, they want her, damn, okay, this just it just came through as mind control. Wow, 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 that was deep. I wasn't expecting that, because I'm saying that because of the monarch butterflies. If you guys have heard of like the beta sex kitten, monarch butterfly, MK Ultra type of deal, that's literally what this is giving. And that's the path they want her to take, okay? They just want her under their control, basically, but they can't really do that, especially not spiritually, okay? They could have been trying to do that spiritually for a long time, and it's just not working anymore. Butterflies can indicate change as well, transformation. Here it is, courthouse. Number 23, poverty. Yeah, see, and it's like they could try to drag her to court or spend a lot of money in court with her, but they haven't done it yet. We haven't seen it happen yet, right? All this stuff that she be saying, where's the lawsuits at? If that was the case, they could have filed a lawsuit against her a long time ago, right? I know they don't take a day to just pop up. They take some time to file. However, she's been on these rants for months and months and months. Courthouse. That could be spiritual court as well, but I already saw legal, so if they wanted to try to drag her in court, they would probably try to drag her to bankrupt her, but that's not going to work. The industry is going broke too, is what I'm seeing with this. Like, they're losing a lot of fucking money, not just in regards to Nicki, obviously, but just in general, okay? They're about to have a lot of impending lawsuits coming through, is what I'm seeing with this. And they're going to have to decide, like, either the industry with this pathway and courthouse, you take the path to settle, or you're going to take the path to go through court and discovery for people to see all the bullshit y'all been doing. Which way are we going to go? It's kind of how it's coming through with this. Hoo-wee. Okay, what is this, please? Energy with the industry. What has to Nicki, please? Mature woman. Yep. So they're viewing her as someone who's very settled in the industry, settled in the business. She's comfortable, okay? Mature woman, someone who's very poised, cool, calm, and collected. But again, they want us in the public to view her as a distorted feminine, or someone who's not all the way there, screws loose, okay? If that's how she's supposed to be, then why is she showing up on your end as a mature woman? Does that make sense? I really hope that makes sense, you guys. So they know that. They just don't want us, the general public, to know that. Or to believe that, I should say. Mature man, yeah. Okay, let me get one more on this, please. Yeah, and it's like, you know, we could take her to court all day, but she's got the means to be in court. It's not like she's some Joe Schmo off the corner somewhere, you know, that they can just get rid of through court or bankrupt through court. It's not going to work like that. What is the industry? Energy like with the industry, please and thank you. And it's like she's too settled. She's too established for them to, I don't know, like waver her placement in the industry. It's kind of giving. Damn, imprisonment. Oh, wow. These people are going to be going to jail, okay? Privileged lady, community, house. Yeah, the stability with the industry is being racked right now, like really bad. And for some reason, this privileged lady is kind of giving me Nicki for some reason, is what I'm getting from this. Like the privileged lady, the one that's secure, established, could be behind these people getting hemmed up. Imprisonment. Okay. Now, obviously, like this, not every single person behind the scenes is going to get locked up. It just depends who's been doing what and who's been caught up doing what, right? But yeah, it's like they know this already, because this is showing up on the portion of the industry. They already know this. So this is like not news, or it won't be shocking to them seeing people get hemmed up, or paperwork being exposed and whatnot. So it's like she's just sitting back waiting at this point. Mature woman, she's just sitting back waiting for the gavel to kind of come down and be hit, is what it's giving with this. And I keep getting this energy of the industry wanting to bind her or keep her under some type of gag order, keep her shut, keep her quiet. But that's very difficult. That's hard to do. It's kind of what it feels like. It's very difficult to do. And the industry knows too, like if something were to happen to her, they know that we know it's them. I hope that makes sense. So they have to move very carefully. They can't just try to star whack her ass, because if they do that, it's going to be hell to pay spiritually, first of all. So they know that, with Archangel Michael being here. Two, the general public is going to be, we're a little too up to speed now, okay? Especially the Barbs. They follow Nicki and all that. So if anything were to happen to her, the industry knows they are going to be public enemy number one immediately. So they can't just star whack her. They can't try to Martin Lawrence her. They can't try to Michael Jackson DMX her. None of that. They can't try to Cat Williams her, because they already know they are going to be public enemy number one. And the general public, bar people, are going to be looking at the industry immediately. They know the general public is not going to fall for, oh, it was an accident, car accident, oh, she overdosed on it. No. They know that's not going to fly, so that's why they haven't done it yet, okay? Wow, I didn't mean to say it like that. Like, that's not why that's why they haven't done it yet. I didn't mean to say it like that, but that's literally kind of how it's coming through as I'm channeling, if I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, seriously. They would have done it already a long time ago. I'm not even going to hold you. And I rebuke that energy, but you guys get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, okay? I'm gonna get one or two of these. What's the gossip? Okay, 37 on the timer. If this is making any sense to y'all, definitely leave a like on the video. It is free 99. Share if you care. Leave a comment. I love when you guys, kind of help pull some strings together, the loose ends that I might be missing. I'm only one person. I can't know everything, right? So I really appreciate when you guys kind of help put 2 and 2 together for me. And thank you guys so much for being here. But let's go back to Nicki really quick. So she's very concerned when it comes to her children. Well, I should say her child. She only has one. And her well-being is a major concern. There's a lot of stuff here that she has kind of let slide and just hasn't even talked about at all. Let alone the swatting and police showing up at her house and people stalking her and following her. Like, there's a lot more than just that she hasn't even spoken about yet. Hidden agenda. Yep. Secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness, hidden motivations, and too helpful to trust. So this is interesting because, yes, there's a lot of hidden agendas within the industry, and it's so weird because it almost looks like a devil tail coming out of this box. Yeah, red flags. Bounce back just fell out. Resilience after setbacks. Recovering quickly. So I mentioned that earlier, like her trying to heal through certain things that have happened to her in the past, from the industry to her childhood. Okay, determination to rise again. Can't keep me down. They've been doing that for a long time, though. They've been doing that for a very long time. Hidden agenda. And again, part of me feels like there was half of her that really didn't want to go the route that she took, which is, again, aligning herself with the Republicans and whatnot. Granted, I think that maybe she aligns with them politically in certain ways. Obviously not always. But I don't think she wanted to have to do that publicly. I really don't. But it's like her hand was forced, okay? Her hand was forced. Because she knows that the general public is going to take it one way when in reality behind the scenes it's another. So she was worried about that. But again, it's giving, in order for me to handle what I need to handle, the magnitude that this is going, I need to be over here with these people. I'm hearing I could really give a fuck less about them. Donald Trump, Erica Kirk, none of them. But what the magnitude that she's trying to take these people in the industry, she needs it. So I hope you guys can understand, again, the method to the madness here, all right? Yeah, and it's almost like she's worried about them manipulating her. So she's very like on her P's and Q's when it comes to dealing with these people, but it seems like they have her back. They really do. Donald Trump really likes her, for real, is what I'm getting with this. But she still worries, you know, like, I don't trust nobody. So I'm only over here because of what I need. I don't trust y'all. Is what I get from her, you know. I like you, you like me, but I don't trust any fucking body, is what I'm getting from her. Can we get one more, please? Unbothered. Yep. Peace despite chaos. Calm attitude. Detachment from negativity. Not my drama. I don't want to say this looks like her, but you know, with the slick back black bust down, right? Just unbothered, sipping some tea, okay? And the chaos, we did see a card that said chaos already show up on her portion. So yeah, chaos going on behind the scenes in the background. And I said that already. She's kind of just sitting back, waiting, watching, lying in wait, waiting for shit to fall apart and happen. Yep, I'm just gonna go on, do my little Twitter rant, talk with the Barbs, hang out with my baby and my husband, record a video or something, okay? And all behind the scenes, it's chaos, or people ranting and raving about her while she's over here chilling, laughing at the shit, is kind of what it's giving. When people are up in arms about what she's saying on Twitter, she's sitting back laughing about it. It's kind of what it's giving. Even though she's serious about what she's saying, she's laughing about it because it's almost like people fall for the trap every fucking time. You know? Like, watch. I can tweet a smiley face and people are going to be up in arms about it, is what I'm getting from her. Let's go back to the industry. Again, I had Pathway, Courthouse here for them, Imprisonment. Archangel Michael is showing up very heavily in the energy of the industry, just in general over there. Again, they want her to stay under some type of control. I got MK Ultra energy with them as well. Like, they could have tried to put her under that, or they want to, and it's just not going to work. It'd be more so just, again, keeping somebody under control. You can only say this, that, or the third. We don't want you saying that, but we want you to say this. Or we're going to make the public believe this, even though you're saying that, but they're never going to believe you, you know? And people are going to be going to jail. Is what I'm seeing over here, like, real bad. Oh. Hold on. What is this energy, please? When it comes to the industry at this time? Okay. Ooh. Yeah, and there goes the demon right there. The shadow work. I was just saying how there's a lot of like low vibrational entities over there in the industry that they deal with. They're entangled with, okay? But it says shadow work, facing hidden fears, exploring darker emotions, accepting imperfections, and meet your darker self. Damn, this makes me feel like her versus the industry, though. Her and the industry. Her and the industry. It's like they keep trying to suck her back in or suck her dry or something. And like they only want us to see, again, like the darker side of her. She's mean, she's nasty, she's hard to work with, she's on cocaine, this, that, and the third, you know? And you have Déjà Vu and DM Slide. 1111 could be significant. You guys know with Déjà Vu, it's almost as if you've been there already, you've seen that already. This feels familiar, okay? Unresolved issues, familiar lessons. We've been here before, repeating patterns. So this is like a constant battle spiritually between her and the industry it's giving. I'm hearing reincarnated. Like she could have been in this battle with them. It's almost like a karmic, like you keep meeting the same karmic lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. However, it just showed up as karmics in her workspace in the midst of her finding her purpose. And you have DM slide, unexpected flirtation, direct messages, testing the waters, sliding into your inbox. So again, I said that they keep trying to drag her back in, maybe give her an offer, or offer her this, offer her that. We'll do this if you do that. And she's just not budging, you know. As you can see, these messages are unopened, right? New message, it's not opened or anything. So and people are getting tired of it. It's the general public, the industry knows, like the general public, it's like, okay, you've been saying that for the longest. It's like every time she does this, you guys do that. It's like, you don't think the general public, is what I'm referencing, you don't think the general public catches on the game after all this time? Especially the Barbs, you know, they're dedicated as fuck. So they already caught on the game. It's like general public, we've already seen this. And the industry is aware of that now. It's like, oh, well, I guess we can't keep pulling this wool over their eyes. We got to try something else. And it never fucking works. Closure, retirement goals, you can't make it up. Yeah, they want to end her chapter, close this cycle out with her, but she's too established. Retirement goals, it literally says long-term stability. Yeah, commitment issues. She's not trying to commit to them again. She wants to be her own boss, do her own thing. So I don't see her signing any other type of deals. Like I'm hearing it was long enough. That deal she was in was long enough. Yeah, a past life. You can't make this up. Confidence in business. I'm the boss. Taking control. They want to take control of her, but she's trying to take more control of her own life. And I literally just said the industry and her, they have a past life karmic relationship. They keep coming back over and over and over again with past life here. Previous connections, soul memories. I've known you before. So it's literally like, now granted, of course, the industry is a giant entity. There's multiple people, but just the spirit of the industry, or maybe even a particular karmic, okay? Maybe this karmic who she speaks very outwardly about as of late, Jay-Z, right? He could be a karmic that has followed her from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And that is a real thing. Like, karmic lessons can be repeated. Or you wonder why you feel like you've known this person your whole life, even though you just met yesterday. It's because you've known them in a previous lifetime. And they could possibly be a karmic lesson that we didn't learn the last time. And here it goes again in this lifetime. That's literally what this feels like. Music is her purpose. That's what she was supposed to do. She followed her purpose, found it, stuck to it, and created long-term stability in it. And it's come with a lot of demons and devils and karmic energy attached to it. Okay? Wow, and obviously she's overcome it because she's made it this fucking far and became very successful. So, yeah, look, glow up and big break, career turning point. She's about to have another, like, it's almost coming through as like a Saturn return. She'd be going through like another spiritual awakening or have another big break in her career. It's almost like when you hit billionaire status from millionaire status. That's kind of what it feels like. Is on the brink. Finding your confidence, better than ever, major opportunity, career turning point. Life, this is it. So after all of this chaos and drama and karmic energy, could be some type of major turning point for her career-wise. You know, she's not even 45 yet, I don't think. So she's still young. And there's a lot of other things that she wants to do, that she's trying to do, but she's got to like break out of this demonic karmic energy is what it's giving here for sure, you know? And she's not afraid to face them anymore is what it's giving. You see how this girl, she's just looking at it, is not even afraid. She's not scared of it. It's like confronting your own personal demons and confronting the demon of the industry is kind of what it's giving. She's not afraid anymore, like she used to be, at least. Okay, very interesting. But we're gonna get into some tarot really quick. We're gonna start with Nicki. We're gonna use, it's a newer deck. I just got this off of Amazon not too long ago. It's called the Rainbow Fairy deck. Super cute. If you guys are into tarot reading yourself. And also shout out to you guys, to the family members that watch the channel, that have decided to contribute to the channel and purchase decks for the channel. That really, really means so much to me. Like, when I say I was like choked up when I got these packages, you guys, like, y'all don't even understand. So it means so, so much to me. Thank you to you beautiful souls out there who have donated to the channel. It really, really means so much more than you know. And you are greatly appreciated, okay? This Rainbow Fairy Tarot deck, we're going to start with this with Nicki. Then we'll switch to a different deck when it comes to the industry in case some of the same energy needs to show up, okay? Some clear concise messages when it comes to Nicki at this time. Thank you. Six of Wands, okay. Six of Cups showing up as well. So 2 6s and 9 of Cups. So yeah, she's in a much better space than she was maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Okay, 9 of Cups can indicate happiness, being self-sufficient, independency, wish fulfillment energy. Okay, 10 of Cups. Wow, yeah, so she's in a much better place spiritually than she was before. Okay, but you have the 6 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. 6 of Wands is an energy of being very highly sought after, very popular. You know, someone who has a lot of respect, a lot of admiration, a lot of fans. 6 of Cups can be past life energy. Again, soulmate dynamic even. Things from the past popping up, memories. So there's a lot of things from the past that she had to bounce back from. And again, I keep getting like childhood wounds for her, and just things from the past that occurred in the industry over her time. Okay, what is this? So she be thinking about the past a lot is what I'm seeing here, and how much she's overcome. And I do feel like with this 6 of Wands, again, it is an energy of being kind of center of attention, on the spotlight. She's about to put the spotlight or bring things from the past, okay? When it comes to the industry, a lot of old shit resurfacing and being brought to the spotlight with the 6 of Wands, okay? And that doesn't have to just be a person in the spotlight, but just something in general happening and capturing a lot of attention. You know, what is this, please, when it comes to Nicki? These cards are so cute. Knight of Wands, okay? Sagittarius energy, fire pony. So yeah, after like a period of rest, relaxation, 4 of Swords, heavy meditation and thinking about what to do or how to move forward, it's all gas, no brakes now at this point, or it has been all gas, no brakes, going ahead to take action on something. Knight of Wands can be travel or moving very passionately towards something, very swiftly, something happening very fast. Like the horse is literally on fire, okay? Fire pony energy. We are in the year of the fire horse, which is interesting. Knight of Wands. So she's taking action on things here that have occurred in the past, for sure. All gas, no brakes. Again, is kind of how it's coming through. 7 of Wands just flipped over. A lot of fire energy here. 7 of Wands is standing up for yourself. Defense. Standing up for your rights, you know. Maybe being a little guarded. Blockage. So her energy may have been blocked for a little while. Spiritually is what it's giving. But I feel like she's had to do a lot of healing and a lot of soul searching for that, okay? It's not... Her gripe is not solely just the industry. She's got her own personal gripes, like a lot of us do as humans, okay? So it's not anything crazy or special to run home about, but this is someone literally like breaking through certain barriers and blockages here with a lot of passion, a lot of momentum behind them as well. 7 of Wands, yep, being a little guarded and defensive. Fighting for what you believe in, you know? 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Wow. Let's see, what is this, please? When it comes to Nicki at this time. Ooh. It's the Tower. Yep, upheaval, chaos. We literally saw a card that said chaos. Yep, bringing a tower moment to the situation. Wow. Yeah, and things being brought out to the spotlight, being more center of attention with the Six of Cups. Again, energy from the past. Something here about children could be significant as well. Wow. Ooh, Lord, I don't even want to go there. Seven of Pentacles. There's stuff that she knows as well that could have to do with children. If you guys catch where I'm going with that, that's going to be an extreme Tower moment here. And then, yeah, no, I don't like that. The Knight of Wands next to these kids. You guys know Knight of Wands energy can be very passionate, very lustful, hit it and quit it energy, okay? Here for a good time, not a long time. And with these children here, I don't like that. Wow, that's why I said whatever the fuck she's dealing with or working on behind the scenes, it's bad. Like, real bad. Oh my gosh. Three of Cups. Yeah. Ooh-wee. The Tower, upheaval, disaster, things that are very shocking, very surprising. Now, obviously, something like that, what I just channeled, being brought to the forefront or to the public's attention would obviously be very shocking, especially when it comes from, you know, the people that we may have nostalgia for, we grew up with their music, grow up with them on television. All of that shit is going to be completely obliterated. I promise you. Wow. Queen of Wands, here she is. Queen of Wands, Leo energy. She's got a black cat. She looks very calm, very at peace though. Like her eyes are closed. Is someone very confident, very sure of themselves. Again, someone who's a public figure in the spotlight. They get sought after, or they're highly sought after. Someone who's very popular, very beautiful. You know, I just heard. Oh wow. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's a Jay-Z song. Can I get a what? I don't know. That's literally what I just heard. I know the song, but I think it's him, Jay-Z, and Emil. You guys remember who Emil is? She was like a female rapper on that came up with Jay-Z. Can I get a what? I don't know. What is that song? The fact that I'm even channeling his music right now in this reading says a lot, okay? I know the song. It's from Rush Hour. Can I get a what? I know the song, but every time I channel, I can't get like the full lyrics. But y'all know that song, okay? Emil, she could have been talking to Emil. I haven't heard her name in a long time, but is she still alive, Emil? Nicki could have been in connection with her at some point. I don't know, because it's definitely giving people, situations resurfacing from the past here. Oh, wow. Okay, what is this? Ooh, death. Oh, wow. Okay. And the Hangman. Yeah. People's perspective, she knows people's perspective is about to change about these people. Again, we have nostalgia for that we grew up around, grew up watching. More monarch butterflies here. Okay, she knows that they've tried to like make her transition. She knows, yep, because of her abundance, her success, being very, she's not an independent artist right now, technically, but she's kind of like in her own lane here. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Wands. Yeah, she's trying to get in her own lane and be independent. Or if she were to go independent, she'd be very successful. Ha! And look, wasn't I just saying that? Can I get a what? And here he is, King of Wands. Wow. After what I just said, she's aware that the industry has tried to get her up out of here, okay? The Death card, or completely transition or change what her outcome was supposed to be. The Hangman can be stagnancy, a pause, changing your perspective about something or somebody. Yeah, after knowing what she knows or finding out whatever she found out about Mr. Jiggaman over here, King of Wands at the bottom, her entire perspective has changed. He could be the karmic in her life that keeps resurfacing lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. It just so happened that they've been reincarnated as some of the best rappers in the industry. Can I hit it in the morning? Is what I just heard. Wow, okay. Death card. That could be just transformations in general, major cycles coming to an end for a transformation to occur. And yeah, it's like she's aware that they tried to get her up out of here. I just asked, I was like, is Emil even alive anymore? And then here comes the death card and the hangman. So she knows they literally tried to, it's coming through as a sacrifice, okay? Yep. The fool and the magician. Spiritually foolish. Wow, okay. You know what? I really want to keep using this deck, but I want to make sure that not the same energy is going to show up. So we're going to switch decks, okay? And look, as I'm about to put it away, here he is again, King of Wands. Can I get a what? I don't know why I keep hearing that song, but anyway, let's get out of this deck. We're going to switch to other decks, and then Justice showed up right after that. Justice spiritually and physically could be coming for the King of Wands in this energy, okay? But let's switch decks. Let's switch. Let's see. We're going to go back to the industry. And obviously we know Jay-Z is not the entire industry. He's not the, end all be all. But he is a very important power player. I will say that. And he has a lot of influence with these people at the top of the top. Okay, but again, with the industry here in general, they be wanting to get in her good graces or talk to her or get her to come back over to their side behind the scenes. Imagine like the devil sliding in your DMs or sliding into your assistant's email talking about, hey, would you like to do this? How about we do this instead? Let's start a clean slate. And she's just like, absolutely not. Repeating patterns, familiar lessons. Okay, we've been here before. And the industry knows that they were to do something to her, star whack her, or an accidental car accident, some accidental drug overdose. They know that the public is not going to go for it. They're not going to believe it. So they're going to, if they do something to her, they are going to put themselves in a world of shit. Like, seriously. They're already in a world of shit, but it's going to be even worse. And they're going to make it very obvious that they're in the business of sacrificing people. Even though they want us not to believe that. Man, that's why they haven't done it yet, because it would open an entire can of fucking worms. They would never be able to close, and people would know immediately like what the problem is. So she's still alive because of her spiritual protection and because these people are aware of her spiritual protection. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is showing up here. So they still want to invest in her. They're waiting for her to shut up or to come back around, come back to the dark side. Again, even though she's technically still in a contract until she puts out the last album, they know that they have lost their grip on her. If they ever had a grip on her in the first place. But yeah, Seven of Pentacles, patience, investment, waiting, okay? Having a lot on your mind, a lot to think about. Waiting for something to grow. Oh, okay, what is this? The High Priestess is showing up. Six of Wands. They secretly really admire her and love her and have a lot of respect for her, but obviously because she generates a lot of money for the industry. But it's like they secretly, it's like they want people to stop admiring her or something. Even though the industry has a lot of respect and admiration for her to a certain degree because of all the money she's generated. That's the only thing these people respect, you guys, is the color green. I'm sorry. That's all they care about. That's all they respect is the color green. Okay. However, they also in the same breath want people to like be cautious of her or walk away from her. Like, there's this mysticism around, and they have absolutely tried to spiritually manipulate the public's view of her, for sure. And spiritually manipulate her success is what I'm seeing with this. Okay. Oh, wow. Look who's at the bottom. The Queen of Wands. That's exactly who we're talking about. Wow. Shocker. Yeah, we know. Okay, what is this? Silence her. They're trying to silence her with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is very quiet. She knows a lot, but doesn't say a whole lot for real. The Hangman, again, yep. Trying to stall or create stagnancy. in someone's success. So when she be saying that, it's not like it's a lie. Granted, she's already garnered a lot of success. So maybe to someone who doesn't have discernment, or they're just looking at it surface level, oh, what do you mean? They did never stifle her success. She's Nicki Minaj. She's one of the biggest rappers ever. Okay, but there's a lot more that she was wanting to do or was trying to accomplish that hasn't been done because it's been stifled, is what I'm seeing with this. And I get a lot of her money has been stifled or stolen or hemmed up, is what I'm getting from this. I'm kind of getting this vibe like she could have been at least very close to billionaire status a long time ago, had certain things not been stifled or sabotaged or again stolen from her. Yeah, the sun. Them trying to expose her just keeps exposing them. The Sun card, 3 of Wands. Expansion, moving forward, waiting for your ships to come in. So it's almost like they're lying in wait. Again, they are already aware of some type of impeding tower moment here, and you can't make it up. It's like their destiny or their fate here is to be broken or to be desolate financially. That's what they wanted for her. They tried to affect her wheel of fate, her wheel of fortune here, so she would be ostracized, left out in the cold, broke, busted, and disgusted, I see something here getting exposed about doing shit like across borders, across state lines here. The High Priestess and the 3 of Wands, that's like manipulation or something that's like a big secret, something that's hidden here, but it has to do with travel across state lines or overseas. And the Sun card is showing up, so that's going to be exposed. Wow, that's going to be so fucking bad. Like, wow. I think a lot of people are kind of already aware of what's going on, but to see it and to hear it, like, be verified in the media is going to be a whole nother thing. It's like, oh, wow, they're actually putting this out there. Yeah. 9 of Cups. Yeah, someone who's very independent, successful, a wish fulfillment. Again, their wish fulfillment with the industry would be for her to just go away, maybe go overseas somewhere, to stop talking with this High Priestess. Again, that's someone who's very quiet, doesn't say a lot, kind of hides out in the shadows. That would be their wish fulfillment. Basically, for her to just go away. Wow, okay, but again, as someone who's as solidified as she is, like, you can't just make someone like that go away until they say they're ready to go away, Yeah, and again, I see something here with the High Priestess. That could be, again, like a spiritualist, someone who's tapped in, or maybe who dips and dabbles in the dark, right? Possibly. Doesn't always have to be the dark, but what I've already seen on this industry side, yeah, we've already had that established. To affect somebody's like accomplishments. And these kind of look like trophies. They almost look like trophies. So yeah, they've kept certain trophies and stuff from her on purpose. I feel like in these behind the scenes conversations they've tried to have with her, they could have tried to offer her an award or offer her this, offer her that, but it's like, no, it's so much bigger than that. I don't even want it. What is this, please? Here she goes, Queen of Wands, and you have the King of Swords. I told you these two are going to be walking down the walking down the park into the sunset together. The Gemini here, King of Swords, and the Sagittarius woman, Queen of Wands. Law enforcement, okay? People that might be a judge, a lawyer, someone in the court. What's his name? Donald Trump is a Gemini, this King of Swords. Oh, so they're literally kind of just lying in wait, waiting for shit to happen at this point. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, You look up a little too late from your cell phone or from being distracted. Now you're about to hit the car in front of you, but it's too late to hit the brake. Now you're just waiting, you're impeding for this car accident to happen now. That's kind of what this feels like. Like the industry is kind of just lying in wait. Nicki Minaj sitting, lying in wait for things to start unfolding and coming to the surface at this point. Oof. Jeez. Can you get one more on this? That's like a match made in heaven with those two. Or for the industry, Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj is a match made in hell. Like, seriously. For them, and what the fuck the shit that they've been got going on that they're doing, that's a match made in hell. 10 of Pentacles. Yep, there goes the stability, the money, finances, the legacy that's been built, all the businesses that they're involved in, the industry here, the music industry. And again, I said that. That's like they owe her a lot of fucking money. It's like they're going to have to give a massive payout to this woman. Exactly from who? I don't know if this is Atlantic, Live Nation, fucking Ticketmaster. I don't know, a stadium venue, Jay-Z, Republic. Somebody owes her a lot of fucking money, okay? It could be multiple entities that owe her a lot of fucking money. Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. She's about to walk away. Very successful, very independent. Okay? And that's how they view her as well. Like, there's really not much we can do with somebody in this energy, for real. And she's aligned with who she's aligned with. That's why it's coming through as, you know what? I looked up a little too late. Now I'm about to be in this car accident. What the fuck am I about to do now? Like... well, I might as well just sit here and lie and wait because I already know what's about to happen. She knows, the industry knows, Donald Trump and them already know. So it's kind of almost like we got to just wait for this light to turn green at this point. There is no other way around. There is no other way out. It's kind of what it's giving. Hoo-wee. This is, yeah, this... you can't ignore your fate at this point is what it's giving the industry. They're still going to try to do what they have to do and to make their money and squeeze the last little bit of dollars they can out of these artists and whatnot. Obviously, she's got one more album. They're going to try to squeeze the last bit of fucking 50 cents they can out of her before she clips the wings for good. But yeah, it's about to be a very interesting day in the industry in these next few months, okay? And a lot of this is on behalf of Nicki. A lot of the shit we're about to see is absolutely on the behalf of her or because of her hitting the go button on it. Her working behind the scenes. Digging up a lot of shit from the past that is connecting certain dots that is going to create an impeding and like tower moment here. Essentially, okay? But I'm going to tap out of this, you guys. This is a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys stuck it through to the end. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Every time you guys do decide to tap in, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.